सबकी अंतर प्रेरणा, एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है, धूप छांव में फर्क, बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good evening, friends. We would like to thank you for joining this webinar at 5 p.m. today. Today's webinar is a very special webinar wherein we are offering an invitation for becoming Franchise India business partner as independent franchise consultant. Independent franchise consultant, which we call as IFC, is a specialist how to start your own business specialist, and Franchise India is a platform how to start your own business platform. So what we do is we help investors. We work with two communities rather. One side we are helping investors. We work with very closely with investors. We have a business advisory services for investors because it is not easy when you are looking forward to start some business, right? So then it is a process driven and there are different stages, different parameters to it. So Franchise India will work with each investor hand in hand to structure a right business opportunity for every investor, because every investor is unique, which is having different fitments, like what market he is coming from, what is the experience he is getting or she is getting, and then what kind of investment you are looking forward. There are a lot of professionals who are looking to start some business, but they are from professional background, they're working somewhere, but they have no understanding about how to start business, how I can grow my business. That's where Franchise India have got this advisory service wherein we offer to investors to structure a right deal for every investor, whether it's a 5 lakh to 5 cr or 500 cr. So Franchise India work with investors hand in hand. So that is the first community, and second is the business community brands. We work with brands and help them to grow their business in franchising. So this is actually our business. But if we talk about investments, again, that Franchise India would help investors to invest in right businesses. From business side, we are helping them to grow. We call it a scale up. This is the second business. And third is reselling of the business. We also help you to get out of the business if you want to sell that business. So it's a resale. We call it as exit. So if you want to have a new buyer in your business, so we'll help you to get a new buyer for your business also. Or if you have taken any franchise earlier, you want to come out of that business, you don't want to continue with XYZ reasons. So Franchise India would help you to get a new buyer in your business, and we will help you to resell that business. So we are talking about a byline, which is Franchise India. We use a byline. This is nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India. So Franchise India is world's largest franchise distribution company today, and we have network in 97 cities in India and also in 11 countries. So we have now entered not only now in India, we are in now UAE, we are Ireland, we are Canada, Thailand. We also have Africa, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Singapore, Australia. These countries we are already now entered, and now this is the same business model which we want to now take it to next level of 20 countries as well. So today what we are talking about franchising. So franchising is $4.8 trillion industry. So what we consume every day, what we consume is coming from a franchise company. So right from the bakery product or a milk product in the morning, or kids going to school, and anything you consume, you go for petrol pumps to use the gas stations, or you use two-wheelers, EV segment which has come now in place. So everything is franchise. You go to salon, you go to any fitness gym, everything is franchise. You use clothes, you wear clothes, whether it's accessories, any women wear, gents wear, or it is, suppose for example, kids wear or shoes. Anything that we consume on daily life is coming from a franchise company. So when we are talking about everything is franchise, everything is getting branded, and the consumption is growing. When consumption is growing, so franchising growing, and everything is becoming branding. So this is a very, very humongous opportunity out there. And considering this opportunity, Franchise India have taken this initiative to look forward for like-minded people who are something doing in consulting, or maybe it can be a real estate consultant, it can be education consultant, or it can be someone who is already working in some company as a professional. Now you want to change your career. That's also something a great opportunity because franchising is growing in India. Now you will see a lot of international and global brands are entering India. It's a great market now for all the global brands to come. So it is growing. It is growing. So that's why Franchise India is also helping some of the professionals to become consultants and become Franchise India business partners. And we want to go across. So today we are in 97 cities, but beyond that, there's a great opportunity now in small cities as well. You will see we have some cities wherein we don't have opening, but there are some cities which are absolutely now growing. We have one partner, but we are looking forward for another partner, which we will be discussing in this webinar, that which cities you are from, what is that you are coming from, what is your profile, and after that, we will give you complete understanding about the business model as well. So today we are talking about Franchise India. So Franchise India have got three companies, which you would be knowing only one of them mainly largely, which is Franchise India, because we do around 200 events in India. So people know us by these exhibitions because we go to every city, small or big. We do events, and that's helping us with people know us. We have second company, which is Fran Global. Fran Global is our international arm of the business, which is market entry for global brands, because any international brand, when they enter India, so Fran Global is the entry point for them. And third company is FranCorp. FranCorp is world's largest consulting company. So FranCorp would help businesses and brands to get ready for franchise, because until you are not ready, your SOPs, systems are not in process, your strategy, your financials, your all collaterals, your agreements, all legal documentation is not ready. So it is not viable to go into franchise. Or international brands coming in India, there's a important is to fine tune their business model as per the Indian market. That's wherein FranCorp is playing a vital role in getting businesses into franchising. Franchise India also have a media house. We run 3 publications. FranchiseIndia.com is our digital platform, wherein we have got around 18,000 businesses today registered with us who are offering franchise. 3 publications, as I said, it is the Franchising World, which is 25-year-old business magazine, franchise magazine, which is only magazine which is available in India. And we have Retailer in retail segment, and we are also running Entrepreneur as a magazine, which is a US-based business magazine. And in India and Asia, we are distributing this, and we are also publishers for Entrepreneur magazine. Today's webinar will be having largely 3 sections. One is we will talk about Franchise India journey so far. So if it is 27 years journey, who is there? Otherwise, if you talk about Franchise India is the only way I'm saying. So then we will also talk about how their journey has been, how we started, where we started, and why this franchise broking business or advisory business was required. When investor can directly and find out an opportunity, it can go online or Google, why advisory is required. Second is at large, we'll discuss about this industry. What is actually this industry size as of now, and then next 5, 10 years, 20 years down the line, how it is looking like, which all brands are coming into franchising, which are not exposed outside in Franchise India right now. And people are not aware of some brands which are now coming into franchise. Big giants like Reliance, Tata, even Aditya Birla are coming into franchising because there's a huge and humongous opportunity in franchise, way. Third, we will also discuss about independent franchise consultant model, which is very, very important. And we will also present you through presentation, we'll give some understanding about this model, how it works, what we offer, how you can become part of us. And then there's a proper selection process, and then what we offer and how you can grow, right? What will be your monetization model? What is your growth structure? And also, once you are becoming partner with Franchise India, so step by step, we'll give you understanding about your growth. In today's webinar, if you'll see, we have some leadership team, and we have also the management team with us. So I'll give you some intro. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited. So this is a company wherein we have all our independent franchise consultants registered with us in 97 cities. And we have, as I said, 11 countries also, because Fran Global works out of India. So that is Frank Global of one of our international companies. We also have Sajid Joy. Sajid has joined us. He's taking care of Karnataka market and also Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And he helps our IFC partners who are there. We have our own office in Hyderabad. We have office in Bangalore. So he is helping hand in hand, having a lot of people over there as clients coming to office. Our partners are inviting them and having joint meetings, Zoom calls, and physical meetings. So then we do complete hand holding for all the partners across. We have Kuldeep. Master Kuldeep has joined us from Delhi. He is in corporate office along with me. We have Shakti Vail. He is our leader from Chennai market. He is also taking care of all entire Tamil Nadu and Kerala market, along with Kapil. Kapil is also in the same team. We have Vimal Agarwal joined us from East India, which is our Kolkata, and he takes care of Nepal and Bangladesh market as well. And then I can also see Pritam has also joined us in this webinar, and we also have from management side, we have Mrs. Sonia Chaudhary. Ms. Sonia Chaudhary is the Managing Director of Franchise India, and she is having more than 2 decades of experience of this broking business. She will throw light on all the 3 parameters, plus she will set up the perspective of this webinar and give us information and throw light on all the subjects at large. So before we start, and we will give you some understanding about this webinar, because it's a webinar, so it's always one-sided. You don't have that opportunity. You can talk with us. So you please do not raise your hand, because that facility is not available. So we have Q&A box in this webinar at the bottom of your screen. Please use Q&A box, and any question, any query, if you have, you can share with us. We will also ask you some questions which will help us to understand your profile, which city you are from or which country you are from, because today's webinar is in multi-countries also live. So it will help us to understand which city you are coming from and what kind of profile or what kind of background you are having. So please use Q&A box, and we will take your all questions and queries, and then we'll answer also there in your Q&A box. So now please feel free to reach out to us. We have a hotline number also, which we will publish at the end of the webinar. But before that, I'll hand over to Mrs. Sonia Chaudhary. Ms. Sonia Chaudhary will take us through the complete journey of Franchise India, overall franchising and perspective. Then we will take you through the model of IFC through a presentation. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Good evening to all of you. I welcome you to the webinar of Independent Franchise Consultants, which is a very exclusive opportunity and a program to associate as a partner with Franchise India within India and Frank Global in the international markets where we are currently present out of. So Franchise India runs businesses in India in about 97 cities and also in international about 12 countries we currently operate out of, and there are 2 larger entities. I think while you've gone through different group companies that we have, but all the businesses that we run in Frank Global is the international arm of our group company, which is present in more than 12 countries. To India, these are market entries that we have done in the last nearly 1.5 decades. So if you see this webinar, we have all our leadership who was present, and this is because partners form a very important and equally, I would say, very strategic and a crucial part of the entire business model, and how is the opportunity and why IFC program and how you as an individual can also qualify and get selected. And friends, I'll also request if you have any questions, please use the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer these questions live to you. So in a nutshell, I would say, Franchise India is start your own business specialist. So anybody who wants to start a business, Franchise India would help them in their entire journey of buying a business. And this is irrespective of the investment, irrespective of the industry, maybe from a small kiosk to a hotel, from a preschool to a K-12 school. This is the entire spectrum of industries, businesses that we deal with. And we are a company which has been democratizing, which present a very pressing proposition that businesses should be accessible. Business or a company of say 100 people who used to take businesses from us, there was a very small percentage of business owners who were first time. But fast forward 27 years, today this community of business buyers have become very, very big. Today we have more and more people who have no experience of entrepreneurs, and this quantum or community, I would say, has become very big, which is as large as 60%. So starting with almost about 10 to 15% back then, going to about 60% is a big quantum jump that we have seen in the last 2.5 odd decades. And we always understood at Franchise India that there was a very big demand of people who wanted to start their business, but equally there was no supplier in the market. There was a big supply gap, and demand was as big as, I would say, every household. All of us out here on this webinar, and I see a big number in form of maybe becoming a partner with Franchise India. Even if you look back and maybe within your own homes, houses, your inner circle, friend circle, you'll find there is somebody in every home who has an aspiration of starting a business. And there is no surprise India is fondly called a shopkeeper nation, because we have every home with an aspiration to start a business at some point of time in their life. Now, when we started Franchise India, we realized there were too many people who were advising in the market, from real estate consultants to stock market consultants to education consultants, immigration consultants, but a need which was as dominant as every household that needed. There was nobody in the market. And that's when the journey of Franchise India started. And franchising has been a very powerful wealth creation engine and also entrepreneurial engine for more than 100 years, not only in India, but globally. And this engine we want to enforce through IFC program. And I'm sure we all acknowledge that franchising is also a very big catalyst for entrepreneurship, and the most democratic wealth creation tool also in the history of humankind. Now, the core driver of franchise India business has been entrepreneurship. And this is because we feel entrepreneurs serve the community, and they also serve the economy.
So sorry
And
to come in
entrepreneur
between.
skills, and more importantly, I would say the intent of democratizing entrepreneurship like we have is something that we need people to come forward. Our community of IFCs is becoming very strong. Am I not audible?
Yeah, this is breaking. That's why I thought I'll just take in
Am I not
between.
audible?
So, yeah, it is breaking. Voice is completely
Okay, I think
breaking in
maybe
between.
late. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Okay,
think
Achha,
either
I
you
didn't see
can keep
that.
your video off, so maybe bandwidth will be better.
Okay, let
Please.
me try, because I didn't realize that. So if I am breaking in between, Sanjay, I'll request if you can take over.
I'll take it up, please.
Right. So friends, today more and more people are starting their entrepreneurship journey, and they're buying businesses than they were maybe 27 years back. And equally, more companies are also expanding via franchise route than they were maybe 2.5 decades back. And this is not going to stop here, because the space of entrepreneurship is getting larger and it is getting bigger. And there are more entrepreneurs today and aspiring to be entrepreneurs than has been in the history of entrepreneurship. And India, with a very strong fundamentals of domestic consumption, this industry of franchising is becoming bigger every year. And the size of this industry currently second largest in the world, America being the top, India is already the second largest economy after America when it comes to franchising. This industry is going to be at least year on year. So I'll talk about some of the reasons which kind of reflect towards this trend. If you look at consumption, I think Sanjay did talk about consumption story. Post the independence era, India will be 3x of that in the next 10 years. And you can witness that the last 10 years alone, I would say, we doubled the progress than we did in the first 67 years since our independence in 1947. So consumption cycles are changing. Consumption is a very big lever of growth, and franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. Having said that, while we are still low in terms of certain categories, low per capita consumption in certain categories, but all that is changing. Most of the consumer categories that India is consuming, the Indian consumer is consuming, has become almost in 1990s. The second trend that we all are seeing, and we all will acknowledge, is there's a big formalization of consumption, right? So when I say big formalization of consumption, which means we are becoming all very brand conscious, and this is visible not on industry. We all witnessed the modernization of retail with product industry in the last 20 years, and now this is the time for modernization of the service industry, which is also becoming branded. From the laundry services at your home to direct to consumer services that we consume at home, cleaning services, healthcare services. All these services are also becoming branded. Finally, one thing which I also want to talk about is the legacy, which is the entrepreneurial legacy of India. And franchising and entrepreneurship are also proportionate. India inherently has a very substantial entrepreneurial population, and the demand at the bottom of the pyramid, micro businesses which are run in our neighborhood, is very, very high. And the last 5 years, I would say we've also seen a very big trend where there are bigger, I would say, HNIs or family businesses who are also coming forward, companies which are domestic or national brands, but bringing also international brands to the Indian market. So these are the trends which I would say, are reflecting, why this industry would go, is actually becoming bigger and would grow. So, like Sanjay said, we are a fully integrated franchise solution company and the largest franchise development and also distribution company in the world, which means that there's nobody who sells more business than franchise India and Fran Global. And this has been possible through the distribution that we have across the country and globally across the world. And larger part of this contribution development that we have been able to contribute overall to franchising, our IFC partners has a very big role to play. So friends, I'll request if we can make the session interactive. We've told a little bit about us, our profile, where you come from, and if you can choose to answer with your city, we'll be happy to also take your names and your profiles live now. Sanjay,
Yeah, thank you so much. We very apologize very deeply for some internet connections or issues in between. There was some voice breaking in. So friends, what we are talking about is this webinar. Since it's a one-sided, we would look forward to have some understanding from your side. Who is joined us today? So what we have 4 points. If you're a professional, if you're working any organization, anywhere, any office, anything you do, you're working somewhere, you're a working professional. So use P along with your city name, and you send us your query and questions and answers there in the Q&A box. So P stands for professional with your city name. And if you are business owner, you are already into some business, write B along with your city name. And if you are any kind of consulting in, suppose you are education consultant, you are a property consultant, please use MC, which is management consultant, along with your city name. And if you're looking for a career change, like you are in some business as of now today, but you want to change the career right now. Now you want to exactly change the career, and you use C for career change along with your city name. So please use Q&A box, and let's make it interactive because webinars are always one-sided. So we want to see who have joined us today, and because every professional who has joined us today, like Mr. Kumar has written the city Bangalore. So we want to see your P professional freelancer. Professional. So you can send us only one entry wherein you can write your P, B, MC or C, one of the option along with your city name. So please keep writing. We'll take 100%, we'll take everybody's name because you have given us time. We respect your time and we will take your names and understand who is coming from where. So in the meantime, we'll give you some understanding about what we were talking about, what we have missed out in between. I think Ms. Sonia is talking about how business, how franchising is growing, and what is the size and how international markets we are talking about now franchising is evolving right now. So dear friends, as you are aware, franchising is a revolution. It is a biggest market consumption driver in the world today. It is also the biggest concept ever to, because someone who is looking to start a new brand or new company, it is not easy. So the viable way of getting into business is take a franchise of some successful business, which is a proven business, and you are safer in that case because any investment you do, there is a high risk in this. In America, only it contributes to 1/3 of the consumption economy, and it contributes multi-trillion franchise economy only in America. If you draw a parallel with any established company like India is going to be, it would be similar as India is supposed to be $3 trillion. We're talking about 3 trillion industry, 3 trillion economy of India. So it will be $3 trillion consumption economy. And India would see a phenomenal growth in franchising, contributing to about $1 trillion franchise economy. And we are already second largest franchise economy in the world. Franchise India, as we say, today we are in 97 cities. And if we have, suppose if we have 10,000 franchise experts or franchise consultants in the country like India, it is very difficult to serve this country. We cannot serve the way we are growing as a country. So would mean there is a humongous opportunity for business consultants, franchise consultants to help investors, entrepreneurs to get into business. So there Franchise India comes because Franchise India is 27-year-old. So before these 3 decades also, business was happening, franchising was happening. Franchise in India is 7-decade old. So would mean before Franchise India, franchising was actually existing, it was happening. But how it was happening? There were 3 F. First F was people were buying business through friends. So there is, you have some friend and you just discussed what he has got and he will suggest you, you can get into the same and friend will suggest it. So suggestion from a friend, that was the first F. Second F was family. So what your family is doing, family is suggesting, so you will go through because you are always following what family would say, and you take a business or you get any investment done through family suggestions. Third F was fools. Fools would mean that if somebody has done something and he will just give you a suggestion, that you also do it. I am successful, that doesn't mean you will also be successful, right? So it is fools. And then fourth F, which is Franchise India. When fourth F came in 1998, we structured this industry. Structured would mean that there is a professionally managed company who has developed a network of franchise consultants across. Today, we have 1,200 franchise professionals full-time working with Franchise India, and 97 cities network would mean that any brand, any business, if they are looking forward for expansion of their business through franchising, there cannot be any other platform. Even Times of India would also not reach, because you have a different reach. As Times of India, it's a B2C, but there is no B2B platform. So Franchise India becomes the only platform for business owner to expand with us. During the COVID time also, we started when we were at home, everything was shut. We have done the maximum businesses. So we are, as a company, our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, he has built this industry. He is been called as franchise guru as well. So he is visionary and he has understood in the COVID time what will happen next. April 2020, we shifted our offline business, which was all exhibitions, because we do events, exhibitions, wherein we invite business owners, brands to be part of that event. And all the investors which we are inviting are meeting actually, because this is the only platform where an investor has an opportunity to meet their brands. So we shifted this offline business to online. So we did first webinar on 1st of April 2020. So from that side, you can understand what is the vision we had that time. Now, till now, last 5 years, it's the 5th year. So now we've been continuing these digital webinars. So every day, 12 o'clock, we have one opportunity which we are launching in franchising. So this is continuing process. So in COVID time also, we have done a lot of franchisees because there were people who were outside India. They were using our platform, the digital platform, using our webinar, and then they were thinking about what is I do. Because a lot of NRIs, they had planned to come back to India, but if they are coming to India, there is a money. What they have money, they have capital, but which business they should invest in, where they should go. Franchise India becomes only platform for them. So in COVID time, we did all digital webinars, and we have one program which we called as 100 days, 100 shows, 100 cities. No other platform can take any business owner to 100 cities in 100 days. That's what Franchise India have actually done. So what we are saying today is the opportunity in India in franchising is humongous. Now India as a country is ready for all the global brands also to welcome here to expand in India, because they want to invest, and India has become the hottest market for all the businesses to expand in India. And Franchise India in that regard also have taken the initiative of investing in some global brands as master franchise. So today we have 35 global brands wherein Franchise India have invested as master franchise, and now we are expanding those businesses in India. As an example, Franchise India have, rather Fran Global have got Pizza Hut and Domino's Pizza in India very long back, but last 5-6 years they are not offering franchise because it's a different format they are working with, and it's a suppose some contract base or some revenue sharing model what they are having. So we have a lot of investors who are reaching out to us and looking forward for an international pizza brand. So there is no third brand which was available. So Franchise India have taken an initiative of getting one or more brand, which is Figaro's Pizza. Figaro's Pizza is a US-based chain of pizza brand, and they have already, it's a multi-country, multinational brand. In India, they were not available. So Franchise India have got, it's been 1 year now. We have initiated and we have invested in this brand as master, and now we are expanding in India. So we have already 16 locations, which we have already closed for area developers. And now we have further under the area of developers, which are sub-franchisors and sub-master franchisors. So we are developing their network, and then everybody would be knowing the way you are knowing, we are knowing now today as Domino's Pizza. Accordingly, we will see Figaro's Pizza outlets everywhere across India. So this is what Franchise India initiative is, because we feel India is the right market, and we have also initiated this process, and we are going to have world's largest brand portfolio. And the vision is to have 100 global brands in India where we will going to invest. So if we are now looking forward to for right-minded people for those brands also, so we need to consult and we need to guide the investors and choose who is having the right profile for these businesses, because these are all system-based and process-based companies, wherein we also have to see like-minded, investor who would have investment in these businesses. So in the meantime, I could see there are a lot of people who have already answered in the Q&A box. So I will take some names. So Mr. Kumar, Mr. Fani Kumar. Fani Kumar is talking about, he's a freelancer, he's a professional, and he's from Bangalore. So welcome, Mr. Kumar. And we have Mr. Roy, Mr. Arunava Roy, or Miss Anurava Roy. So you are not written your city name. So welcome. Mr. Patil is a professional from Bangalore. Welcome. Okay, from Kolkata. I don't know, it is Miss or Mr. Roy, and apologies for that, but it is from
Mr.
Kolkata.
Roy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome. Mr. Wadi is professional and has joined us from Hyderabad. Hyderabad also, we have office, great market, and we are every month organizing an event also. Now coming up event is on this coming Sunday. It will be in Novotel. So we will also, our team will also maybe talk to you, understand, and we can also have one-on-one meeting there in Hyderabad, and Sajid is taking care of all AP and Telangana. So he will also have a discuss chat with you, and let's understand where from you're coming, and then what is the vision you have in your life and what you want to do. If this is the opportunity, we'll have a deep down discussion, and I'm also traveling. We can have one-on-one meeting there. Mr. Jitendra Sharma, we would like to welcome you also. You are coming from MP, Bhopal. Bhopal is absolutely a great entrepreneur market wherein we also have one partner. We have one partner already in Indore, and then you are already MC. Great. So it's a great opportunity. You can get in touch with Kuldeep. So Kuldeep takes care of Indore and Bhopal market. So you are already into some consulting. So I would request Mr. Sharma, if you can also elaborate on your consulting firm, what you do, what kind of consulting you are in. It can be education also. Please send us some understanding, and then we will be happy to have full understanding about what kind of consulting you are in. Mr. Saeed Ali he is from Bangalore. Shaukat from Bangalore. So okay, he has okay the first second name, Mr. Saeed Shaukat Ali. So he has joined us from Bangalore. Also, please write that what you do right now. Are you working somewhere? Are you having some business or into some consulting? So we'll like to know more about you. Mr. Sankar. Mr. Sankar has HR. So he's looking for career change. So HR, I would probably say that he is from HR department, maybe running a HR firm and looking forward for a career change. Welcome. Mr. Sharath has joined us from Hyderabad. So you're already into some business. You can also give us some understanding what kind of business do you have some vision of expanding your business. Then Franchise India would also be one only platform for you that will help you to expand your business. Or if there is any diversification in terms of your profiling, that we will also help and understand. And Sajid will have a deep down discussion with you. As I said, we also have this Sunday an event. So we'd like to welcome you also so that you can see our already existing IFC partners who are already there, how they work, and we will also have an interaction over there and having a discussion on the business model also. It will give you some on-spot understanding how we work in between investors and brands, how we do. We are matchmakers, we're super connectors. So we matchmake so that you will get a complete understanding on this. Okay, so Mr. Hassan, I can see he is also from Hyderabad. So a lot of people joined us from Hyderabad. So we warmly welcome you also. Mr. Roy is writing, I am a freelancer. So welcome. Mr. Sarkar is writing, HR. Okay, welcome. Then we also have Mr. Ashish. Ashish has joined us from Amravati, Maharashtra. I'm in marketing in FMCG products. C. So you are looking forward for a career change. So that's also the way we can diversify. Amravati is something, it's open right now. We can look forward and having a discussion with you. And Amravati is a great market. So we have already done some work over there. We had partner earlier, but now we are looking forward for a partner who are absolutely there in the Amravati because it is now growing. So we have done the basic work. So it is ready market now to go. We have Mr. Sarvanam. Sarvanam ji has joined. He's a wealth manager and working in #1 gold loan company, Trichy. He is from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, we have Shaktivel. He's our senior leader in Tamil Nadu. We have office in Chennai. So he will also give a round of discussion with you. Mr. Sharad further is writing, we are in EdTech, where we help freshers and experienced professionals land job and ITO. Welcome. So we're happy to understand your profile, what you do as a company. And we will also understand if this can be a relevant opportunity, we can have a discussion with you. Mr. Dinesh Singh is writing that he's an IT professional with 20 years plus experience, and he's from Faridabad. He's looking forward for career change. So Faridabad, we are sitting in Faridabad. So our corporate office is in Faridabad, Surajkund. Most welcome. I think Kuldeep must have invited you, so he will be in touch. And we can also have a meeting in our office. We would like to see you there in office, and let's have understanding, and we'll give you complete understanding about this business as well. Mr. Jitendra Sharma, I think we have taken your name. Now you are writing, I'm a real estate consultant working all over MP for most of the brand. Great. So I think real estate and franchising goes to hand in hand. So wherever we see real estate, we can see there's a huge business opportunity for franchising. And when we talk about franchising, and every business today, whether it is fashion, it is jewelry, it is retail, or it is even F&B, we are looking forward for a property also. And for property consultant, it becomes dual business. So we have a lot of real estate consultants already with our system, and they are doing very well. And because this is complementing your business, so we look forward to have a discussion with you. Mr. Ali, sir, I'm Shaukat from Bangalore. I'm a freelancer. So welcome. Yes, we have understood you are from Bangalore. We have our own office there in MG Road. So Sajid is coming from the same office. So he will have a discussion and then invite you. And also we are organizing event also on 27th in Bangalore. We would like to welcome after having first round discussion. So anything, any fear you feel like we can do a round of discussion also there. And Sajid would also take care of some discussion because our chairman sir is also traveling on 19th, wherein we have some important meetings lined up. So Sajid will organize a meeting also because that is very, very important. Our chairman sir will be always there for 10 minutes before we talk about the partnership. So that is wherein we do a proper selection. You select us, we select you, because there are some questions from your side and some questions from our side. If it is making some understanding that we join hands, so then we go to the next level. So Sajid, please take care, and other leaders. We are having travel plan with us. So our chairman sir is traveling. So 19th is our Bangalore. So wherein we can have a one-on-one meeting arranged for our chairman also along with you. So thank you very much. I think a lot of people have joined us and given us understanding. So please keep writing. Whosoever has not given us where from you are coming from, and there are a lot of people who have joined us. So you keep on writing in our Q&A box. And in the meantime, next 15 minutes are very important because now we will give you some understanding about the business model. And we have a presentation. We'll take out few slides today in this webinar. Rest we can discuss with one-on-one with you and give you complete understanding about the business model and how we offer and what we offer and what is get and what we are going to have for you in this webinar. So we'll give you some understanding about this opportunity at length. So what we're talking about, franchising, we have discussed. So franchising is now all over world. We have seen it's a $4.8 trillion industry. Everything we consume today is coming from franchising. That you can also think through. You just ask your question and just see what is reply coming to you. So what you consume from day in day life, morning till evening, you will just see at the back end, it is coming from a franchise company. You just see that. And that's wherein the franchising is further evolving, and it is becoming very, very huge now. And by sector wise, if I can give some understanding how it is growing. Now, today, somebody is from IT. So edutech companies are coming into franchising because digital franchising is very new. Franchising, they also have created a model which is digital franchise. So digital franchise is also now possible. So all the tech companies are coming into franchising. It can be education or it can be any other tech company. They are looking forward for expansions because consumer is everywhere. If you want to go to the next level in other cities, franchising is the only viable way which will take you through. Now, when we are talking about healthcare, it's a very, very large category. And healthcare now, you will see there are a lot of direct home services in healthcare. If you'll see elderly service, there is a service which is for elders because they cannot go outside. They cannot visit the clinic. So there is a direct home service which is available for these elderly, our people and our, family. Financial services. If I talk about only this category, like Motilal Oswal, Kotak Mahindra, ICICI Securities, these are also franchised. And then there are so many, India Infoline, and there are so many businesses in this category, and all are franchised. And Franchise India is proudly saying that we have worked with all these businesses and brands for their expansions. Retail, which is food. Food, again, F&B is a very, very large category. You see, there's a master category, then there is subcategory, then there is sub-subcategory. Up to any small cafe, there's a chai bar, like there is chai garam, there's anything related to chai store, chai cafe, or you are having some small startup coffee and create a cafe and give some products, it is also franchise. So there are so many cafes today which has evolved into franchising, and they have multiple stores across. Pet care. Now, pet care is also booming. Like today, we have many companies now, they have started pet care clinics because this pet care is a category which is now evolving because a lot of pet lovers also there. They have a pet, now they need service. Who will provide this service? So there has to be some professional company who would provide door-to-door services or open a clinic wherein uh, you can get your pet and get serviced, right? It can be cleaning, it can be products, and it can be anything related to this. Then there are direct home services that I am talking about today. Urban Clap, you have heard about Urban Clap. Again, this is a door to door, it's a direct home services. We are talking about courier companies, all are franchise, right? From D2DC to any company you name are into franchising. And auto is also growing. Now, in auto, we can see that EV segment is coming now, and all these EV two-wheelers are into coming to franchising because they want to enter new markets, and this is possible into franchising. And then you need charging stations also, which is attached to this. These charging stations are also offering franchise opportunity, which are low cost, but all into franchising. Then there can be any service, which is business service. All business services into franchise. Franchise India is also offering a franchise service. It's a service-based company, and we are also looking forward for partners. We're also looking for franchisees. So likewise, there are so many business services which they are looking forward for expansion because they are looking forward for local partners who would run their business in that city. Quick service restaurants. Quick service restaurants are again cafes, takeaways, lot of opportunities like that which are operating, and all are franchise. So if we see today, every business which is now expandable is franchisable. And once this consumption is growing, franchising growing. So if I put it in a simple way, that franchise is growing, and because franchise India will grow then, and when consumption is growing, franchising is growing, and franchising India is growing. And we are only company in India who are offering this opportunity for investors to get a business from us, and also for businesses to expand your business as large. What we offer is tablet. T stands for technology. So when you are on board with us as a partner, we will create a CRM for you, and you will use Franchise India domain email ID, which you will be using in your day-to-day business, and that will be done by our side. What all we offer is access to our infrastructure. Now, somebody is from Bangalore or Hyderabad, you have full access to our office, which is the infrastructure which we have created. So no need of having your own office, no investments, absolutely no investment, and you can use our office wherever you are. So our offices are mostly in every city. We are 40 plus offices today in India. So now our network, which is independent franchise consultant, which is an individual model wherein you don't need to have office. But later on, if you are doing some business and having some setup with you, you can also use that as your office. Otherwise, it is work from home, and we have all partners who are working from home. Brands, we have 500 brands right now to offer you when you join. The list is endless. So we have around 1,100 companies who have contractually, agreement-wise associated with us. We are exclusive with us, right? And this brand list is ready and available for our IFC partners, and you can sell any brand as per the investment requirement. Plus lead support, 100%. So there is 50 minimum guaranteed leads which we are giving you, which is minimum. Then you will also drive some brands. We will create your brand portfolio once you are coming for the training. And for those brands, we will also give you fresh leads, and we have campaign every day, qualified leads we are giving to all our partners, and you have to just match make. And our businesses who are on board with us, brands who are onboarded with us, they are also giving you an opportunity to come on the call, come on the meeting, and helping you to close the deal. Events, E for events. So we do around 15 to 20 events every month. Every city we go, and we have an organizing this event. Wherein Franchise India do all investments. So we organize this event, and we will set up one. Suppose now we are going to Hyderabad on this Sunday, and doing in Novotel. So Novotel becomes the good property over there, and we are doing this event there. So what we do first, we will have this venue which we are creating, which we are doing the investment. So suppose we have got now we have taken Novotel as a hotel where we will book a banquet hall. In this banquet hall, we'll place the tables and invited all the brands who are invited to be there. Brand owners and brand team will come. They will be representing their businesses, brands, and we will also invite investors who are looking forward to start a business, but they are not free. We are not having any free investor to visit our show. There's an entry fee which starts from 500 to if you have multiple people coming, and then we do multiple of that. But immediately it is going to be 750. In some cities is 500. So it's a paid entry, wherein we want to have filtered investors. We want to have serious investors who are coming to this event and meeting the brands, and our team is going to help them further for the follow-ups and structuring that deal with the brand. But brand owners are also coming because we want to have that meeting directly with brand. And if you have understood the concept, then we'll explore further. And T stands for training. We have 3 days training module, which is every month in our corporate office, which is there in, actually geographically it is in Haryana, Faridabad, but we call it as Delhi because it is just next to South Delhi. So we have 3 days. Every month we have a new batch which is coming for training. After onboarding, this is what we do, wherein our chairman, our MD, and all the senior management would be involved in this training program, because we are very, very serious about it. And we have already created a system, a process, and a structure, and a fundamentals, which we are talking about today. Anyone who will follow that, when we are successful in this business last 27 years, anyone who joins us has to follow the same. So it becomes very, very low cost, zero risk. We are talking about zero risk. Zero risk is because risk is always for investment, what you do. There's hardly any investment. It's very, very low cost. And there is no risk. It's completely zero risk. And then highly rewarding, because there are multiple business models in this model, which we have created the revenue arms for you. So we'll take you through next slide, how we have structured this as a growth ladder, because we feel every investor who joins us as a partner is unique. So you have opportunity over there to grow further, because at entry level, when you join us as an entry level, so you are IFC basic level. So it's an entry level. But when you work with us, we will make you grow. And when you do 15 lakh rupees revenue, overall 15 lakh rupees revenue, you hit 15 lakh, you become IFC elite. So it is 1 year I'm talking about, 1 year duration. There is no target which we are going to set. You have to set your benchmark. You have to see what kind of earning you want out of this business. If you're doing 15 deals, whichever is coming early, you become IFC elite, and then you become IFC pro. If I can give an example, yesterday we had celebration of first anniversary for one of the IFC who is in Bombay. He joined us last October, and 15th of October he joined. And now in 1 year, exactly 1 year, what he has done, he has already crossed 1.5 CR in 1 year. In 1 year, I'm talking about. So we are talking about 15 lakh rupees revenue, which will take you to IFC Elite membership. Because IFC Elite membership is going to get you something different what was at IFC base level. Because now your position is it's up, and your payout, your earnings will also go up. Likewise, when you become pro, it will go further up. And when you become master, you will go further up. So there's a criteria which we have fixed up. You do 50 lakh rupees revenue a year, you go to next level. So this is what the structure which we have created, a growth structure, because everyone is unique. In our business, minimum 100 hours are required. Minimum 100 hours a month. In 1 month, 100 hours. Minimum. So you do 3 to 4 hours minimum every day. So when you are putting it 3-4 hours a day, and someone who is putting full time in this day. So IFC partner whom I'm talking with from Mumbai is a full-time partner with us, but he was a professional earlier. He was working with some corporate, and he was getting some 5 lakh years of experience people have. 15 years of experience minimum. 15 to 20 to 25, 30, 35 years of experience. They're coming from corporates, and now they have joined us as a partner. So my partner very important from that segment. And next,
Mr. Bhatt, sorry to interrupt you, but then we're having some audio issues.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. There was some internet glitch, so it got disconnected. This slide and this piece you can take. What is this product about? What Sajid, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Your voice is going on and
There
off.
was some glitch on this. My apologies for this. I think please take me through the slide which I'm representing as of now. So you can give us some understanding about what were we talking about? How is the payout structuring? Over to you.
Right. So as Mr. Bhatt was talking about, we've got four different categories that you can move on once you join, and eventually you get on to become the IFC master. So if you're looking at the column 2, which talks about IA, IES, and BS, these are the products that we offer. Right. So we'll stay on the slide. And at the ISC level 1, when you join, you become a 40% and share of the revenue, which means any revenue that is generated, you keep 40% and 60% comes to the to Franchise India. And as you grow through these levels, you become an IFC elite, you become a 50% share of the revenue, and then IFC Pro, you become 60%. So which means your share is increasing there. And when you get on to become the IFC master, you eventually hold 70% of the revenue that is made. So this is how it grows, through these levels. And when we talk about these individual products like the IA, so IA is, it's called the I stands for the investor, and we talk about B, we look at B, that is the brand. So we got two categories, that if you remember, Mr. Bhatt was talking about two parties that we, majorly deal with. One is the investor, the other side is the brand. So therefore, we are talking about IA being the investor acquisition. So which means the moment if there is an investor who is looking to invest in a certain franchising business, and you talk to these individuals, then you go ahead and register these individuals. Sanjayji, if you can just get the screen back on. We lost the
So sorry for
Mr.
this.
Bhatt.
Yeah.
Right. So apologies again for the glitch here.
Some construction work going on in our office nearby, and we have Airtel connection. So they have also given us apologies in the morning that it will happen today. So we feel really bad about it. So over to you, Sajid, back to you.
Yeah, sure enough. So as I was talking about, IA would be our investor acquisition. So which means we go about, talking. So in this case, you would talk to the investor and then, get an understanding of what they're interested in, and then, finally understand what kind of financial capacity they've got, and you get them to register with us. So when this happens, Typically, that is about 25,000 rupees, which is the fees for registering. That again, that might go higher depending on the investor's capacity to invest. But by and large, we start at a 25,000 there. And therefore, so the moment you get a IA registered, the investor acquisition, you get 40% of that amount. And similarly, once you've got the investor on board, now you would also be talking to the brand side, telling them that, listen, see, we've got an investor with us, and he's got a certain amount of money and would be interested in your business. So for example, if there is a brand operating in certain region, and if this investor is interested in that business in that region, then you're talking about getting these two parties together. You're doing a matchmaking there. So when you do this with a brand, right? So you're servicing the brand, you're helping the brand find an investor. And when you do this, you get a certain amount of revenue for doing this as well. And this would again range in the 1 lakh, 2 lakh. It again depends upon the kind of, the brand that is, investor size. So that again, you get a certain amount of revenue. And here again, that will be on the percentages, which level that you are in. So if you are in the IFC level, then you get a 40%. As you go up, that percentage increases. And then you have another, a product which says IS, which is the investor servicing. Now, this again, if you remember, we talked about IA, which is investor acquisition, and you register. But here you also will help the investor find a brand, right? So you're closing that deal there. So therefore, we call that the investor servicing as well. So which means we get another, share or revenue from the investor, and we call this as the investor servicing. This also again, depends on the size of investment, the kind of brand that we are, associating the investor with. So that also is a sizable, number. And the next, if you look at it, there's something called the BD. That's the brand development. So here we're talking about, so for example, if you were to, walk into a certain restaurant, for example, and if that restaurant is not in a franchising business, but you figure it out that, this brand or this restaurant has got a good, market for expansion, and therefore you could talk to the management, understand if they're in a franchising business, and if the management or the owner is interested in that, all you need to do is bring those details of that restaurant or the brand in this case to us, and we would go about doing the hard work of trying to talk to these guys and figuring out a good way for them to expand in the market. And on doing this, and if we are able to close a deal with this particular brand, then there is a certain amount of fee that the brand would pay us for getting empaneled with us, and of course then helping in getting their franchises done. Now, this is quite a sizable amount. We're talking about 7.5 lakhs on, and it goes on to a much higher number. And here we're talking about a 20% revenue share. And if you look at it, for all the categories, the IFC Elite or the Pro or the Master, it is a fixed 20% slab. And that's simply because all you're doing here is just getting us the name of the brand and the details of the brand. The rest of the hard work is going to be done by us. But because this is a huge, share that is coming in as revenue, you will also get a sizable share, though it says 20% to that. And then, of course, Mr. Bhatt was talking about, the amount of leads that you'd be, getting from us in terms of through your CRM. And in this case, we're talking about 50 leads that would be given to you per month. And in fact, when you start off, it's going to be close to 200 leads that is given to you. And then as you, go through the system, you'd be given 50 leads. And then as you grow through these, various levels of the structure, you'd be getting more additional leads, to your kitty. So that's going to help you to further grow your business in this case. And then lastly, if you look at it, we're talking about giving you a CRM ID, and as you grow through the system, you would eventually have 1 plus 3, which means 1, which is you, plus 3 more, CRM IDs, through which you can, grow up your business, set up your own business. And if you remember, Mr. Bhatt has spoken about, you having your own team that can, work as a team to get this, going for you. And this is going to be a sizable and a huge opportunity for you to, get your business going. So if we can move on to the next slide, Mr. Bhatt, or if you could take it over.
Great, thank you, thank you, Sajid. I think you have elaborated. I'll give, in the interest of our friends who have joined us today, just to give you overview of what we were talking about. I'll more simplify it further. So we work with two communities. We are having investor one side and business brands other side. And if you see here, I and B. I stands for investor, B stands for brands. So these are the two communities we work. So when we work with investors, we as consulting company and consultants all through, we don't work free for anyone. So that's the first quality of any consultant or an advisor, because our product is time. We don't give our time free to anyone. So what we do when we work with investors, which is I, we onboard them. Then we work with brand, which is business development or brand onboarding, we onboard them. So for onboarding both, we have a fee structuring. So for investor to onboard with us, we have starting with 25,000, which we are talking about, and it goes to 2 lakh to 5 lakh also for onboarding an investor. That would completely depend on your investment range. So means if you are having an investor having some small investment which is up below 20 lakh. So suppose if it is below 20 lakh, there will be 25,000 rupees are onboarding fees. And from the brand side, the minimum is 7.5 lakh rupees for onboarding with us. So in that, we will do all the arrangements for making that business franchisable and getting them ready, which is consulting service first, which is around 30 to 45 days would be all the consulting service. And then next 12 months, we will do all the marketing also, lead generation also, and then we will also work on those leads as a team, and then we close the deals. We sell the franchisees. So what we do here is when we work for an investor, we onboard them and then we start servicing. Would mean we find a right match for every investor. So finding a right match is servicing. So when we start servicing and we have now done a deal for investor, with maybe 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but when it has been done, so we charge a service fees from the investor. That's why it is IS. So we charge a service fees which is as low as 50,000 rupees when it is only 25,000 rupees onboarding fee of investor. So in that case, it is 50,000. So if it is 20 lakh to 50 lakh rupees investment, our investor onboarding fees is getting 40,000. If it is 50 lakh to 1 CR, it goes to 1 lakh rupees. It goes to 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Then accordingly, our onboarding fee will grow. Sorry. So accordingly, my service fees will grow. So I'll take more service fees and again on this when we are talking about from 25 to 2 CR, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, up to 5 lakh also in this. And then my service fees is also exactly same when we are talking about the more investment any investor is looking forward. So as investment grows, our fee will also grow. Now from the other side, when it is BD brand on board, so we charge 7.5 lakh and then we have 15 lakh, we have 40 lakh and 75 lakh. There are 4 models which we have. And why it is 20% in all the cases? Because you have only to give us a reference. Rest, we will come on the call, we will do a meeting, we will send a proposal presentation, we will do follow-ups. After, we will also help you to close. You are part of this all conversations and meetings, but you have no role to play. Only you will share the reference with us. And when we do it, when we close, we follow the payments, we follow everything, all the documentation and everything. And then further, we have to sell the franchises. In our network, any partner who is selling a franchise will get a success fees out of it, which we call as brand service fees. Because when we service a brand, we take a brand service fees, which can be from 1 lakh to say 50, 60 lakh rupees as well, depending on what kind of opportunity we are selling. If it's a small investment around 10 lakh rupees, so we charge minimum 1 lakh, because below 1 lakh, we don't work. So minimum 1 lakh rupees coming out of this. Now, if I can throw an example, you do 10 investors on board. 25,000 is the minimum charge. 25 into 10 becomes 2.5 lakh, which is investor acquisition onboarding fee. So what you charge, you get 40% of this 2.5, which you can easily calculate that 1 lakh rupees is yours. And we get 50,000. Each investor will pay us as a service fees minimum. So 10 into 50,000 becomes 5 lakh. And out of that 5 lakh, you will get again 40%, which is 2 lakh. And other side, we have got brand servicing, because we have sold 10 franchises, would mean 10 brands also are involved into this. So from brand side also, we get a service fees. As I said, it is depending on the opportunity to opportunity. It is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, and it goes up to yesterday, which I was talking about, our IFC partner had an work anniversary. He has recently done in this month only, I'm talking about September, when he sold a one opportunity wherein we got 50 lakh rupees from the brand side as a service fees and 30 lakh rupees from the investor side, because it's a very, very big deal which he has got it done. And he has just connected that investor. Rest we all done by Franchise India. So in that case, now you can understand, if you have got 30 lakh rupees from investor side, you get 40% of that. Though these are a bigger size deals, doesn't come every day, but I will take an example of 2 lakh rupees from brand side, these 10 as an average. So if we get 2 lakh rupees each brand, so that becomes 10 into 2 lakh becomes 20 lakh. And what you get is 40% of that, means 8 lakh rupees will go to you. So by means, if you are doing 10 investors on board, you will get 1 lakh, then 2 lakh, and then 8 lakh. So 11 lakh rupees out of this. And this process is daily. Every day we take an investor on board. Every month we repeat the process. And every day we do the same business. And when you become IFC elite, same 40% will go to 50. You become 50% partner. We become 50% partner. And at pro, you become 60. We become 40. And at master level, you become 70%. And we are 30%. But we still continue giving you all the support, which is from IFC base level to lead to pro to master. All the support, which is lead generation, marketing, events, every support which is available, and you have no investment from this level to top level. You have no investment, whether it is for lead generation, whether it is for event to organize, whether it is for any sort of branding and marketing and promotion for yourself as a Franchise India partner. And other side, if you're talking about you do base level, I'm talking about 7.5 lakh rupees, you can get 2 brands on board and you can do as many as you want. But if you do 2 close, you get 15 lakh rupees will come to Franchise India, and you take 20% directly, which is 3 lakh rupees will go to you. And if you have 15 lakh rupees proposal in this closed, and you get again 3 lakh rupees out of that also. So it is direct revenue to you. But it is same in all levels, because it is only your reference which is coming to us. And this is one business. Second revenue, what you are going to get is our cash incentives, which we have also from brand side, from Franchise India side, a lot of incentives also from Franchise India side, and from the brands which we are driving. These can be kinds. There's an Apple Watch, there can be a car, there can be any Samsung phone, anything. And then from brand side, there's a cash incentives. And some brands are giving 3 days, 4 nights, 3 days in Dubai, Singapore. And these are also coming to you from our brand side. Third business is our contest. We have every quarter a contest, which is international contest, every quarter. So in a year, we'll give you 4 international contests. So every quarter, you have some revenue which you can achieve. Like last quarter, we are going to Almaty now, Almaty, Kazakhstan, wherein our IFC partners who have qualified, it was only 18 lakh rupees revenue. When you do in 3 months, that I'm talking about gross revenue to Franchise India, not your payout, what you are getting out of that. It is to Franchise India. So this now, October, November, December quarter, we have Turkey. And Turkey is now, we are talking about 25 lakh rupees revenue in 3 months. And that is wherein we come in between. We help you to achieve, we help you to qualify. So it is our team target wherein we will help you to achieve this and to qualify for this, because our team target overall is based on the qualification of our partners. You qualify, then only our team will qualify. So our team is 100% willing to go, and their only target is to make you qualify. So then there's at every level, there's a qualification that somebody has got 5 partners to qualify, somebody has 10, and somebody has national level responsibility. But the only target is to make our partners grow and qualify. And that is wherein that's a third, also contest, which is reward for you, and which is third revenue also, because you get some cash also, which is as per the contest. And we also have an opportunity extra, and you also get your spouse or your friend also along this. So now the question is my last slide, which is going to be how you can become, in the interest of time, I have to now wrap up it. And last slide is talking about how you can become our partner. What is going to take it? Now, it is only one-time investment, which is 5.5 lakh rupees plus GST, wherein you become Franchise India partner. And this is the only investment. 3 years is the agreement. You don't have to do any other investment in next 3 years, and all done by Franchise India, right from the leads, which is investor leads, and brands, business opportunity, businesses, brands. We give you opportunities. We give you events. We do all the campaigns and promotions. We do events, exhibitions. We give you. And next event, which is a really large event in Mumbai, coming up in the month of November 29th and 30th, wherein we are talking India. Our IFC partners are visiting and attending that show. It's a very, very massive and very large business for every partner. And your pickup, drop, your food, your staying also on us. That's all arrangement we do. And this is the only investment wherein you have, because franchising is a law, there is always a brand fee as a license fees. But other businesses have got setup cost to products, to stock, to everything there further. But in our business, there is no other investment. We can bet on this that we run thousands of franchise opportunities. There is not even a single opportunity outside available, which is as lucrative, as high rewarding, and as low cost as we are offering in from Franchise India side. So in this webinar, since we have taken a little extra time, and we and feel very responsible to have a thank you note from all of us at Franchise India, because you have given us enough time in this, and you've been very patient, and these are all one-sided. That's why we feel that it is very, very important for us to give you a thanks note that you have been there patiently for more than 1 hour with us. And in this regard, we will look forward now for further discussions with each one of you. And is there anything that you have, any question you have, please raise it. And once our team will reach out to you, ask your questions. And then we will also set up a call, joint call. It can be a direct call as per the requirement. It can be a Zoom meeting online. It can be a physical meeting also, which is available. We are there. And then we will understand where from you're coming, what is your questions, what is our questions. If it is making sense when we make partnership, then we'll take it up further. Till then, thank you so much once again for joining in. And we wish you all the best in your career. And if not this, any other opportunity, any other investment you are looking at, so Franchise India would definitely help you to get you a dream project or any kind of an opportunity which you are looking forward. Till then, once again, thank you from all of us at Franchise India. Thank you, and thank you very much. Thank you.